GMC built something they weren't supposed to show anyone yet. Word is, this came out of a secret joint project with NASA and the US Army. One vehicle tough enough for lunar surface testing, disaster zones, and your Friday night. Look at it. Tires stolen off mining equipment. A front end designed to eat boulders. More screens inside than a Wall Street trading floor. Today we're breaking down everything. The tech, the specs, the price, and whether this is genius or total insanity. Let's go!
Okay, I need you to forget everything you think a truck interior looks like. Forget dusty cup holders and scratchy plastics. This cabin is from another timeline. You step in and you're immediately hit with this cool gray quilted leather, diamond stitched everywhere. Seats, armrests, door panels. Hummer is embossed into the headrests, and they've got these illuminated cyan strips running down the sides that pulse gently. It's like sitting inside a submarine designed by a luxury hotel. Dark, open-pore wood trim lines the doors and center console, and it works. It adds warmth to what would otherwise feel like a military command center. Now here's the thing. The screen situation is absolutely bonkers. You've got a wide digital instrument cluster behind the steering wheel showing charge level, range, which reads 226 miles by the way, speed, and drive mode. Then there's a massive landscape infotainment display spanning the entire upper dash. Nav, cameras, vehicle settings, all living on that panel. And then there's a third screen angled up from the center console handling climate, off-road telemetry, and what looks like a dedicated EV energy management interface. 3 screens in a truck with tires taller than most children. Let me hit you with 3 speculative techs I think GMC might be cooking up for this thing. First, electromagnetic armor plating. I think those thick body panels aren't just steel. I believe GMC is experimenting with a magneto-rheological composite, basically a body panel that can stiffen or flex on demand. Take a rock hit on a trail, the panel absorbs it like memory foam, then snaps rigid again. Wild. Second, neural-linked crab walk 2.0. You know the original Hummer EV can crab walk, all 4 wheels turning the same direction. But what if the X2 uses eye-tracking cameras in the instrument cluster to let you look at where you want to go, and the truck angles its wheels to match? Hands stay on the wheel, eyes guide the direction. Perfect for threading through boulder fields at 2 miles per hour. Third, quantum dot solar recovery. See that massive glass roof? I think it's embedded with next-gen quantum dot solar cells. Not enough to fully charge the truck, obviously, but potentially enough to recover 15 to 20 miles of range just sitting in a parking lot. On a week-long overlanding trip, that's meaningful. Quick pause. If you're vibing with this, hit that subscribe button and drop me a comment telling me what future truck you want me to cover next. Seriously, I read every single one. All right. Let's step outside and take in the full picture. And it is a lot of picture. That front end, Hummer, is spelled out across the nose in block letters, flanked by these squared-off LED headlight pods that look like they were designed to illuminate a mine shaft. Below them, a single round fog light sits recessed in the bumper like a cyclops eye, and you've got heavy-duty recovery hooks in red. Not for show, for actual winching. The whole fascia is flat, vertical, and confrontational. This truck doesn't ask for your lane, it takes it. Oh, what's wild is the tire and wheel package. We're talking what I'd estimate are 40-inch mud terrain tires on matte black beadlock-style wheels. The sidewalls on these things are thick. We're talking serious puncture resistance. The lift is probably 6 to 8 inches over stock, and the wheel arches are squared off and flared wide enough to house tires that belong on a trophy truck. The suspension geometry underneath, you can see those long travel control arms and what looks like a solid rear axle setup, screams serious articulation. Moving on, swing around the back, and it's equally intimidating. Full-width LED light bar glowing orange and red, Hummer EV stamped across the tailgate, and a rear bumper that looks like it could double as a loading dock. Tow hooks, D-rings, and what appear to be integrated step points for climbing into the bed. Because yeah, you're gonna need a step. This bed is probably 4 feet off the ground. Overall length? I'd ballpark this north of 21 feet. Width? easily pushing 7 feet without the mirrors. This thing fills a 2-car garage by itself and dares the other car to find somewhere else to sleep. That matte silver paint, by the way? Gorgeous. It reads industrial and premium at the same time, like brushed titanium on a watch case. Let's talk power. The original Hummer EV Edition 1 made 1,000 horsepower and 1,200 pound-feet of torque from a tri-motor setup. So for the Monster X2, I'm guessing GMC cranks that to at least 1,100 horses, maybe 1,200, with a quad-motor configuration giving independent torque vectoring to each wheel. The dash shows 226 miles of range, which, let's be real, is the weak spot. On tires this aggressive at this weight, range is gonna suffer. I'd guess this thing tips the scales at around 9,500 pounds. That's nearly 5 tons. 0 to 60? Probably around 3.5 seconds despite the mass, because electric torque doesn't care about your feelings. But let's be real, nobody's buying this for highway efficiency. You buy this to crawl over terrain that would swallow a Jeep whole. And with crab walk, extract mode for raising the suspension, and that kind of torque at 0 RPM, off-road, this thing is nearly unstoppable. The trade-off, you're charging this beast constantly. A level 2 home charger is going to take all night. DC fast charging, maybe 45 minutes to 80%. Plan accordingly. Safety tech should include GM's Ultra Cruise hands-free system, surround view cameras with trail-specific overlays, automatic emergency braking, and probably the electromagnetic panel tech I mentioned for impact absorption. But here's the honest problem. At nearly 5 tons, this truck is a hazard to everything smaller than it. Pedestrian visibility from the driver's seat? Terrible. Parking in any normal structure? Forget it. And if those quantum dot solar cells crack on a trail, that's a wildly expensive roof panel to replace. Practicality is not this truck's love language. All right, let's rip off the Band-Aid. A 2026 GMC Hummer pickup EV Monster X2 fully loaded, I'd estimate $125,000 to $145,000. Minimum. If there's a first edition or launch edition, you're looking at $160K and a 2-year waitlist. Insurance? Expect $350 to $500 a month depending on your state. Tires? Those 40-inchers will run $3,000 to $4,500 for a set. And home charging infrastructure? Budget another $2,000 to $3,500 for a proper Level 2 setup. This isn't a truck. It's a lifestyle commitment with a mortgage payment attached. So here's where the community is absolutely divided. A lot of EV enthusiasts are calling this the most exciting electric vehicle since the original Hummer EV launch. The interior is genuinely world-class. That ambient lighting, the triple-screen layout, the material quality, it looks like nothing else on the road. And the off-road capability, at least on paper, is in a class of 1. But others are dragging it hard. The range anxiety is real at 226 miles, especially under load or off-road, where you might get 150 actual miles. The weight is absurd, the price is absurd, and some reviewers are asking a fair question. Who is this actually for? If you're an overlander, you need range. If you're a daily driver, you can't park it. If you're a work truck buyer, you can't afford it. My take? I don't care. I love it. It's the most ridiculous, over-engineered, unapologetically excessive electric vehicle on the planet. And sometimes, that's exactly the point. It all boils down to this. The 2026 GMC Hummer EV Monster X2 isn't a sensible purchase, it's a declaration. It says electric trucks don't have to be boring, they don't have to be small, and they definitely don't have to apologize for existing. Now here's my question, and I want the comment section to explode. Has the Hummer EV finally killed the argument that electric trucks can't be tough, or is this just an expensive toy pretending to be capable? Let me know. And tell me, what vehicle should I break down next? I take every suggestion seriously. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!